list. It's time to break up with your car. Tips to help you swipe right on your next ride. Plus, don't waste money on new gadgets. Cheap ways to upgrade tech that you already have. But first, avoid fall home fails. Take our 3 important steps now to save big money later. That's at the top of our list right now.
These lazy late summer days may be easy on us, but they can be super hard on your home. Happily, we've got a few simple ways you can fix up your home for fall without walloping your wallet. It's on the top of our list.
As much as we'd like to, we can't put our homes on autopilot. Our friends David Tolsdorf and Steve Higgins at Platinum Home Warranty show us 3 things that need your attention come autumn. The number 1 thing, the gutters and downspouts.
David, why is the fall season so hard on gutters?
The leaves are changing, they're drying, they're falling, they're hitting the roof, they're rolling down into the gutters. The dry leaves will plug up your gutters and your downspouts. It's a huge fire danger.
Even in cool fall weather, sunlight reflecting on metal gutters can spark dried leaves.
Not only will it clog up the gutters, it'll clog up your downspouts. And it won't allow the downspouts to do their job.
That means rainwaters can't drain.
And before you know it, you got a flood in the house.
Exactly.
What can we do to prevent it?
For a couple $100 for your entire home is these gutter guards. The debris will fall on here and won't go into the gutter itself.
Next, the washing machine and dryer.
Because of the heat in the laundry room causes a lot of these mold and mildew spores to start growing around the rings of the wash machines. That is mold.
Summer's heat caused even more molds to collect, so give it a good clean for the fall.
Use anything, any kind of a cleaner, anything but your fingers.
And what about the dryer?
The dryer, simple stuff. We've got the lint trap on here that everybody is aware of, but not everybody cleans it like they should. And if you don't keep this clean, and a lot of this plugs up, not only will the dryer work a lot harder and use a lot more electricity, but it also creates a fire hazard with that lint going outside. A little spark will ignite a lot of stuff on that roof.
And our final fall home hazard, the oven.
Okay, so we're in arguably the most important room in the house, the kitchen.
We're going to baking season, from barbecue season to baking season. So a lot of people neglect the oven. The door seal gets a lot of grime and stuff on it, just cause it to get crusty, and it prevents it from making the proper seal.
That means an inefficient oven and a higher electric bill.
If grease is allowed to stay on there at 400 degrees, it will melt a hole in the element. You'll see it actually catch on fire.
Steve says to clean after each baking while the oven's still warm. Falling for autumn home maintenance is on the top of the list.
Well, from matters of the house to matters of the heart. When a long-term relationship ends, it's hard to get back on the dating scene. And Jimmy Rhodes says breaking up with a trusty car after 10 plus years can be just as painful. It's time to swipe right for new wheels. Hey, Jimmy, what's the deal?
Have a look around.
Thank you.
We love our cars, but sadly, love doesn't last forever.
Imagine that you'd had a car for 10 or 12 years and you're comfortable with it, and for whatever reason, you and your car had to break up.
Matt Jones from Edmonds says that after a long layoff, the car dating scene will seem very different.
When his message came through and said, what did it say? What did it say? Hey.
Think about the dating world. 10 years ago, there was no Match.com, there was no Tinder. Same thing in the car business.
Here are 4 tips for finding true love when you're back on the car dating scene. First up, know your type.
Why am I here? What made me break up with my last car?
I'm just ready to see other cars.
If you think of somebody who has not bought a car in 7 or 8 years, their type may have changed.
Back then, you were taking kids to soccer practice. Now that they're away at college, you can target better gas mileage.
If they don't reassess what their new needs are, they might go back to their old type when the new type might be more efficient.
Next, when you head into battle, bring a wingman, like my pal Jared.
Hey, gotcha, man.
You're at the bar, the music's going, you might be distracted, you're just looking into this person's eyes, and you're not noticing things because you're so focused on just that person.
You're the prettiest Lamborghini ever.
Dude, that's a Fiat.
But your wingman might notice some things that you don't because they're not attached to the deal.
The next car dating tip, know thyself. Are you a playa or a staya?
Never do that again.
If you're the type that thinks that you might want to have the newest technology, you might want to have the newest safety features or the newest car on the block, don't purchase the car because that's for monogamous buyers. If you want to go into different cycles, you should be leasing.
Don't buy when you should lease because divorce is expensive.
The wrong choice can cost you thousands of dollars.
Because cars depreciate so fast. Finally, taste the milk before buying the cow.
I think you're straining this metaphor.
You're supposed to be my wingman.
We're so comfortable buying stuff online where we can purchase something having never seen it.
You can't do that with cars.
We want to see it, smell it, and feel it. and make sure that it's right.
We still talking about cars?
Absolutely.
Continue.
I wouldn't get engaged to somebody that I'd never met. I wouldn't recommend somebody buy a car that they've never test driven.
Finding true love in the car dating market is what's the deal.
But just because you're not in love with your car or even appliances doesn't mean you need to trade them in for new ones. You can upgrade them. We found some simple gadgets to step up your gear on the tech list.
Companies are great at tempting us to run out and buy the latest and greatest.
What would you like to order?
But it's easy and cheap to upgrade what you already own. We'll start with Amazon's budget voice assistant, the Echo Dot.
Hey Alexa, how much is the Amazon Echo Dot?
It's $48.86 total including tax.
The Dot is the cheapest way to get Amazon's voice assistant into your life, but the speakers, they're not so big.
With the Vox speaker, you just drop the Dot on top and instantly have better sound. And it's battery powered, so no need to keep your Dot plugged in.
Hey Alexa, play me some reggae. And the best thing is, now it's portable. You can take it anywhere you want.
The Vox is available on Amazon for $39.95. Next up, turn your existing smoke alarm into a smart alarm with the Kidda Remote Link.
A remote notification device that listens for smoke and carbon monoxide alarms throughout your house.
You get notified via a smartphone app if an alarm goes off.
It's designed to work with almost all UL-listed smoke and CO alarms manufactured after 1999.
You can pick this up at Home Depot for $100. Finally,
Hum is the technology that connects you to your car.
turn any car from 1996 and up into a smart car with Verizon's Hum system.
It's the oxygen sensor, Joe.
It plugs into your car's computer system, giving you diagnostics, location tracking, and emergency assistance.
This is Hum Emergency Assistance. We've detected a crash.
And for parents, you even get speed alerts when your kid gets a little wild behind the wheel.
Slow it down.
Dad,
Daddy, slow it down.
The equipment is about $30 with a monthly service fee of $6. A little more if you get the upgraded version that includes extras.
If you purchased a HumX, you also have a Wi-Fi hotspot included.
For links to all these products, head on over to thelisttv.com. Getting a few more miles out of what you already have on the tech list.
Well, of course, sometimes enough tech is enough, especially in light of the studies showing that too much social media is directly linked to depression. So if you're feeling the urge to detach, Lindsay Granger has, ironically enough, a few apps to help you disconnect from tech. Hey, Lindsay, show me your app.
The average person spends 90 minutes a day on their phone. That amounts to 23 days a year. I have 3 apps to help us break the social cycle. First up, Flipped.
My boyfriend is always on his phone.
Flipped is a pretty aggressive approach to unplugging. It allows you to lock your phone for a set period of time, and once you do, there's no going back. It's even being used in classrooms.
Now that we're up against social feeds, memes, GIFs, and cat videos.
And if worse comes to worse, you can still make emergency phone calls and send SMS texts.
I get it. FOMO, right?
The next app to eliminate distraction, Rescue Time.
Ever wonder where all your time goes? Save your life from distractions with Rescue Time.
Rescue Time works as an app or a browser extension that records how much time you spend on certain apps and websites. At the end of each day, it gives you a detailed report and data so you know where and how you wasted the most time.
You'll focus in on what matters with personal reminders to keep you on track.
The Pro version costs $6 a month and allows you to set productivity goals and get alerted when you meet them. And finally, disconnect with off time.
When you are in the middle of something important. Or when you just want to focus.
Off time helps you waste less time on addictive apps by temporarily disconnecting you without letting you miss a beat.
Off time blocks your calls and messages and distracting applications, but lets your mom get through.
When you turn the app off, you get a full overview of what you've missed. You can even sync the app to your calendar and plan when you'll be social media free beforehand. The app costs $2.99. What apps are you using to take a social detox? Tweet me at IamLindsayG and show me your app.
In the time it takes for me to finish this sentence, a commercial could have started and finished.
That's right, shrinking ads is our first story, trending now.
You're watching a 15-second Burger King ad.
A 15-second ad? That's an eternity these days. And 30-second and minute-long ads, don't even think about it.
we're here to help.
6-second commercials are the latest craze, with tons of brands getting on board and Fox announcing they'll be airing them on TV during NFL games and other sporting events this fall.
Okay, gotta move fast.
All right, let me try. Watch the list and tell everyone you know to watch it too.
That was like 1 second.
Well, I'm ahead of the curve, KG. And now to something that'll make anything you watch even better, wine.
That's right, but not just any wine, people. Blue wine. That's at number 2.
Your wine rack is going to look like the American flag. You got the reds, the whites, and now the blue.
Made by the Spanish manufacturer Geek and said to taste like a sweet white. It's in 25 countries already and is heading to the U.S. for the first time this month. Pre-order yours at bluewine.us.
And finally, if you're thinking of buying a used car in the coming months, be careful.
That's right. How the damage of Harvey could impact your next vehicle is at number 3.
Waters were rising and we're like, you know what? We have to go.
Carfax estimates 250,000 cars damaged by the storm could eventually go on sale to unsuspecting buyers.
So before you sign on the dotted line, make sure you have the car's title history checked, and it might be good to have a mechanic check it out too.
Better safe than sorry, because we're all about keeping you and your car safe all the time.
And that's what's trending now.
Now on the list, here are 3 things to know before you buy fish at the supermarket. 1, watch out for fish fraud. Cheap fish can be passed off as expensive. Make sure the skin looks right and the price. 2, go frozen. Check the package date. Once thawed, it will taste like it's fresh from the water. And 3, wild or farm fish. Wild caught has more nutrients and flavor. If farmed, look for seal to certify the fish is safe. For more trends, deals, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Get this, the hot dog was the first stadium food sold at a ballpark in Brooklyn in the 1880s. Stadium food has come a long way since then. We've got 3 gourmet greats you can get at the game. Plus, every dad knows how hard it is to get your kid to bed. And could you imagine Jack Nicholson as Michael Corleone? Iconic roles that almost went to other actors. Stay tuned, there's more coming up on the list.
It's back to school time, and while it's a new crop of students, let's face it, it's the same old school. XQ is an all-star event that wants your help reinventing our high schools to match today's world. The syllabus on the hot list.
So cars are now this, and phones are now this, but high schools are still that?
The XQ Super School Project is working to reshape the future of high school, and they want your help.
What if we come together as a nation to give all our kids the kind of high schools they deserve?
On September 8th, they're opening the conversation with XQ Super School Live, an hour-long special being broadcast on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC.
We're putting high school center stage.
So many superstars will come together for the event, starting with Samuel L. Jackson.
I'd be bad for you, son, because I'm the real star. No one knows who you are without Adele in a car.
He recently schooled James Corden on The Late Late Show with his cutting rhymes, and now he's bringing his unmistakable vocals to the stage to get you pumped about getting involved.
But what if we turn the American spirit of ingenuity towards our high schools?
Jackson will be joined by Tom Hanks. He's at number 2.
I am a believer in the perfectibility of human beings.
Sure, he plays an overzealous founder in his latest movie, The Circle, but he will bring that spirit to the event that will feature comedy sketches, live music, and documentary segments.
I want you guys to imagine this school 100 years from now, because you started it.
The night will also include hip-hop artist and actor Common. He's at number 3.
You working?
He is one busy man, acting in John Wick 2, rapping in his song Letter to the Free, running his nonprofit Common Ground Foundation, and now lending his voice to XQ.
Education has to evolve as society evolves.
And XQ will keep the music coming with Andra Day. She's at number 4.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up.
Rise Up was the big single off her debut album, Cheers to the Fall. She'll bring her soulful sound to the live event and help celebrate the schools that have already seen change, like San Diego's Vista High School.
We're going to give kids an opportunity to have their voice heard and them to have some choice in their learning.
And finally, the big performance of the night will be led by Jennifer Hudson. She's at number 5.
Do you remember me?
It'll be hard to forget her in a performance that'll include Sheryl Crow, MC Hammer, and Yo-Yo Ma, a board member of XQ.
Collaboration is, to me,
the essence of any form of creativity.
XQ aiming to make our schools A+ on the hot list.
One example of something old school being reinvented, stadium food. It used to be just hot dogs and nachos, but now sports venues are offering chow that even foodies are cheering for. Lindsey Granger looks at surprisingly sophisticated stadium menus on the lowdown.
Whatever your favorite sport is, one thing is for sure. Everybody wants good food at the game. Here are 3 stadiums where chefs are winning the game at concession stands across America. In Phoenix, Arizona at Chase Field, Arizona Diamondbacks executive chef Steven Tilder is hitting a home run with new gourmet menu options.
And why is it important just to take ballpark food up a notch?
We like to have them surprised and beyond their expectation when they come.
And fans can't get enough of the 12-inch bacon wrap pretzel baguette.
Everybody loves a pretzel. Bacon's huge, really popular right now. You know, when you put all this together, layers of flavor, the crispiness of the bacon, everything goes perfectly together. Once you have one, you probably have to have 10.
And speaking of 10, you can split this with a couple people, I'm assuming.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4 people. Great family item.
And the new Sonoran vegan burger, loaded with fresh veggies and caviar, is sure to be a hit, even with hardcore meat eaters. Head to Denver, Colorado for football season's big kickoff at Mile High Stadium, and you'll find food for champions.
We want to be the best at everything.
The Broncos chefs are delighting fans with an all-natural organic half-pound burger. It's mouth-watering madness with crazy good fries to top it off.
Everybody's going garlic parm fries, so we took a little step further and did ranch.
And Broncos fans can also celebrate their team with a United Orange Pale Ale, a one-of-a-kind beer created especially for the stadium.
We're really excited about that. The fans have asked, and so this is one of those things that really gives them something special and something different when they come to the stadium.
If you're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Bradley Center, you can watch the Bucks shoot hoops and live a foodie's dream. 5-star cuisine for fans includes the everything but the hoop burger, tomato cheese flying pig, and a smoked barbecue pork sandwich. Stadium foods upping their game across America. For more info, go to blisstv.com.
Did you know, back in the day, people believed if you dropped a fork, a female visitor was coming. A knife? A male. But a large spoon? An entire family. We asked the List fans on Facebook if that unexpected family arrives and you only have $20 and 2 hours to cook for 6 people, what would you make? 3 of the most popular answers so far. 3, tacos. 2, chili. And number 1, the winner by far, spaghetti. The conversation is still alive and hopping on our Facebook page, so jump in with your dish. Want the latest trends, best deals, and time-saving life hacks? Download our free app and get it all on the go. Search the List in the Apple App Store and also on Google Play. Do it now.
Welcome back, friends. Today on the Buzz List, Teresa Strasser found some iconic movie roles that were almost played by other actors.
Yeah, they'll definitely make you say, thank goodness they didn't take the gig. Teresa, what's up?
Thanks, guys. People magazine found some actors who almost played characters we could not imagine being portrayed by anyone else. Coming in at number 3, Jack Nicholson was almost Michael Corleone in The Godfather. Nicholson was offered the role, but he turned it down because he just didn't feel it suited him. If they really wanted him, they should have assured him
that either his brains or his signature would be on the contract.
Pacino, didn't he have such a baby face back then? Coming in at number 2, Connie Britton was almost Olivia Pope on Scandal. Britton was the top choice for a while, but of course the network eventually went with Kerry Washington. I hope Kerry told those execs,
if you want me, earn me!
That performance did earn her an Emmy nom. And coming in as the number 1 iconic role that almost went to someone else, John Travolta could have been Forrest Gump. He's reportedly said that passing on the role was a big mistake, but Travolta did make it big the same year Forrest Gump did, playing Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
What do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
For more actors who missed out, head on over to thelisttv.com. And that's our Buzz List.
Want to binge watch The List? Stream us on Roku. Access more trends, deals, and life hacks on TV's #1 streaming device. Add the list to your Roku now.
Check this out. Next week on the list. 1. Don't let high prices slow you down. Simple ways to save money at the gas pump. 2. Small living isn't for everyone. How to know if a tiny home is right for you. And 3. Swipe right for fashion. The Tinder of clothes shopping. Check the list. All next week.
Now something every parent can relate to, I know I can, the difficulty of putting a kid to bed. A fun look at the different ways we try to do that is on the viral list.
You want to go to bed?
No.
Every parent's experienced this before, but the way they handle putting their little ones to bed can vary greatly.
The fast, Dad. Go, bedtime. Right, have some water. Look, there's a witch. Does some bad stuff. No.
To see all the bedtime attempts from New Zealand's Jordan Watson of YouTube's How to Dad, head on over to thelisttv.com.
Nailed it. Shh.
Parental problem solving on the viral list.
Done.
I need to go poo.
Oh my gosh. It's so nice to laugh at something that is so incredibly not funny. My kid will not go to bed.
Mine neither. Go to bed, Cameron. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you tomorrow.